Bearcats fans, it's Neil Meyer with the Front Office News. I'm here with wide receivers coach Mike Brown. Coach Brown, you took on a new role this season as you were promoted to passing game coordinator as well as wide receiver coach. Just talk about how that's going for you so far this season.
It's going pretty good, man. It's it's been a really good, really smooth transition. Under Coach Fickle and then Coach Gino's leadership there, in specific on offense, he's made the transition has been relatively smooth. So it's been good.
So coming into this week, we had two back-to-back dominant performances from guys like Tyler Scott and Trey Tucker. Just talk about what you've been able to see from them the last 2 weeks if they continue to prove why they are the top AAC wide receiver group.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. You love working with guys like that because they're never satisfied, right? And they come back and they're hungry and they work their tails off, and all the hard work that they put in throughout the week and obviously in the off season is really coming to fruition. So it's really been special to see those guys grow over the past few years, but then even more so recently, and to watch all of their hard work start to come to fruition.
So you lose a guy like Alec to the NFL, then you see these younger guys step up. Obviously, we mentioned Tyler, we mentioned Trey, but then you also have guys like Will Pauling and a few others step into that role this season. How great is it to have a wide receiver room that has that depth like you guys have?
Yeah, it's been great. It's a blessing, man, and it's a credit to the older guys for setting the culture in the room, withholding the culture, withholding a standard in the room, and then bringing the young guys along. And that's what this game's all about, right? One person leaves and one person goes down, it's always the next man up. So we got to make sure we have everybody ready, and in particular, the older guys have done a really good job in helping bring those young guys along.
So Alec obviously left, had big shoes to fill. Something that Trey and Tyler have elaborated on the last couple weeks after the team's last 2 wins were how they talk and want to make history. What have you been able to see from them in that leadership role and as them as players?
It's just about how they work and how they approach every single day. They come to work, they come to learn, they come out there, they go compete, they do their job, and they lead other people in doing so. And that's all you can really ask for. You lose Alec Pierce, and nobody has to replace him. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to be themselves and become the best version of themselves, and that's good enough. And so, obviously, yes, we miss Alec. He was a great wide receiver here, but now it's time for new guys to come in and continue to move this bar forward.
So, Alec was always a guy who was first one in, last one out. Obviously, a very smart wide receiver. Talk about how his mindset and leadership was able to transform into guys like Trey Tucker and Tyler Scott. We see them giving all that, embracing that leadership role to say, how has that been able to help, and what have you seen from Trey and Tyler in that leadership role in this locker room?
Yeah, man, it's kind of a trickle-down effect, right? So, Alec's doing it, and he's bringing guys with him, and he's pulling them along, and now you see that's passed on now to guys like Tyler, guys like Trey, and then their job is to do the same thing to the younger guys. So I've really seen a lot of improvement for those guys just from a knowledge standpoint and learning the game, understanding the position, and just focusing on becoming the best at what they do every single day.
So we obviously see you involved in the kick returning, punt returning games a little bit with Trey Tucker, Jaden Thompson back there as well. Just talk about the development Drew Donnelly has made in his 2 seasons here. I know he's been seeing a lot of time special teams. That's where he's been very effective. Just talk about the development of Drew as well.
Yeah, man, Drew's doing a really good job. He's gotten some opportunities to go out there on some special teams units. He's made some plays. He's gaining confidence by doing that. And so it's been good to watch him just continue to grow, and we'll continue to push him and push him and push him, and he'll continue to grow, man. He's a hard-working kid.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Brown.
Appreciate it.